Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the zombie Tycoon simulator game. I definitely got the name of that wrong, but you'll see it in the title of the video. And today we're going to be talking about this game though. I completed pretty much the whole Tycoon. The only thing I didn't complete was the Game Pass ones and then the Mercenary. Everything else I already have. But I wanted to kind of do a review of it and tell you guys what I think of it. What are some issues that plague it? Would I recommend playing it and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, let's hop right into it. So starting with the weapons, I think the weapons are very good. There's a lot of different weapons to choose from. I'm going to land at my base. So there are a lot of weapons, like I was saying, to choose from. When you first start out the game, these are some of the things that you're going to get to pick from. You get your little heal table. So this is like the first floor. I kind of want to give an overview of what it'll look like. I didn't join the group, so I don't actually have that one. But I think I've seen it in action. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, so this would be... this is what the first set of weapons you would get. Now these weapons are pretty good. I mean... especially for beginning, like the shotgun, the sniper rifle, those are some pretty effective ones. You also get these armor suits, which basically what those do is they decrease the amount of damage you take. Instead of like if a zombie attacks you, it'll do like in this case, it'll do like a reduced 14% damage. So it won't do as much damage. If you like wearing no armor though, you'll obviously take more damage. And here's the second set of weapons. Now the rocket launcher for me, I haven't been able to get it to work. Don't know what's wrong with it, but I can't, which I'm playing on mobile, but I just can't get it to work, so that kind of frustrating. I have seen it, and it is very effective. The 50 cal is very useful. The spaz is pretty useful too, and if we run over here, these are some of the other ones. I think the trench gun, yeah, the trench gun was really effective. I usually don't use the grenades. Not very effective for me because they're delayed. And then here for the top four, you got all of these armor. Now I do want to point out that I don't think the armor is really that effective. Like you can see the impact, but it's just not. It's not that effective. He charges quite a lot for them, and I mean they help. But in the grand scheme of things, some zombies could still like literally one-shot you. So these are actually the experimental futuristic type weapons. This is the research lab, and personally I've unlocked all of them. Now this is going to be a very, very, very expensive campaign. I would say 4 million maybe. It's pretty expensive, maybe more than that, and maybe a little bit less, but you're going to spend several $1 million trying to unlock all of these. Now personally, this one's the most effective. If you ask me, this one and this one are both very effective. So this is like a machine gun, but a laser. And as the more you use it, the more it'll charge up and start to move faster. The energy cannon's really good too. These over here, in comparison, the plasma sword doesn't really work for me. It just, every time I seem to use it, it doesn't. I mean, it looks really cool, but it doesn't really seem to work that well for me on mobile. The laser rifle is pretty useful. The laser blaster, in comparison to like this one and some of these, isn't very useful, but when you first get it, it's very effective. And you also have the vehicle repair tool, which basically repairs your vehicles. You can mobily repair them, so like you could park somewhere and repair it. The Vulcan, very effective. Oh my god, there we have a zombie. Let me just keep a weapon on me, and as you can see, we're going to use it in demonstration here. Where'd he go? There we go. So yeah, very effective against most zombies. The machine guns definitely would probably be very effective against the Zombie King. However, I haven't personally been able to use it. In the beginning of the video, you'll see me trying to find him, but I did cut out most of that. So by the time I found him, he was already dead because somebody had proceeded to lure him all the way back to their base. Pretty frustrating, but I definitely think he would be very effective. Now the helicopter. Arguably one of the most wanted things in the game. Now, is it worth the price? debatable. So personally, for me, it took about 4 hours non-stop of money saving up to actually get it. Like 3 or 4 hours. It took forever to get this thing. And it's pretty expensive to spawn in, but I mean, I guess if you got 2.8 million, that's not that much. But very, very, very expensive to spawn in. But I do think it was. I do think in a way that it was worth it. It's very fun to play around with. Definitely good. Definitely good for supporting people. So I would say that's one of the things in the game that has to be worth its price. The airstrike. I think the airstrike's pretty cool. I've only used it like one time, but it does work pretty well. The only problem with it is I think the cooldown on it's just entirely too long. It's got a 150-second cooldown, which to me is a little too long. I think it should be like 100. Maybe cut some of that off. Little too long though. Now the sentry guns. So you have that one, and then you have the one up there, the rocket one. Overpriced and unnecessary, to say the least. I mean, that's a mouthful right there, because and I really hate to bash on it, because the guy put a lot of work into the game. You can definitely tell that he put a lot of work and time into the game, but it's too expensive. I mean, this is all you need right here. The only game pass that I would actually recommend would be this one, and it's not necessary. As you can see, I don't own it, but it's not really necessary. Although, in my personal opinion, all of these game passes are way overpriced, way too expensive. They're just too expensive. I mean, like 25% plus health is not going to really change too much. 20% plus speed, that'd be kind of fun to play around with, but definitely not worth 350 Robux. Ammo, the only time that's going to be OP is when you have like weapons. But I mean, I beat pretty much the whole thing within a couple of days, and that's because I had it like I was working on it almost on non-stop. Your average player would spend much longer trying to do that. But in the grand scheme of things, a lot of those simply aren't necessary and aren't that effective, if you ask me, and way overpriced. I mean, I was able to pretty much beat it without any of the game passes. Definitely overpriced. The suits are also pretty overpriced in game cash. Pretty overpriced. And this guy's pretty cool. But definitely way overpriced. Now the mercenary. Now the mercenary is like the helicopter. It is super, super fun. Totally worth it. Even if you don't make your money back, this is the funnest little thing in the game. I can tell he put a lot of work into setting this up, and this is just too cool and too fun. If I can include some gameplay footage of, him walking around and stuff, I definitely will. But very worth it. Very effective. Ooh, Alpha Giant. Whew. He might not be able to do it. I don't know if it will. He might be able to. I don't know. Oh, did he aim? He got him. Hey, but this is very fun. Sometimes these soldiers will spend like, I've had them go for like 10 minutes. Like, they'll go for a really long time. And then the more you upgrade them, and the better their weapons are, the longer they'll last. Personally, I have never maxed them out. So see, like there, my base was being ransacked. There was nothing I could really do there. I mean, I did not meet him. He couldn't really do a whole lot there. But if your base isn't being bombarded, it's very fun to watch and play with. Definitely think it's worth it. And the festive care package, which if I receive one, I'll show in the video. I think that's really cool how it like spawns in. And we try to help this dude. Now the brute zombie is very OP. I do think the alpha version of it. Hey, let me heal this guy up real quick. This is a fun little tool too. I think it's pretty helpful. Definitely worth getting. There's some stuff in the game I just feel like is way overpriced. Just entirely too overpriced. Especially those game passes, man. I just don't think that they're worth that much. Well, that hurt. Let me destroy some of this, kind of show how good the weapon is. But very fun, very effective. I would now personally I would recommend playing it. Sorry if the video is a little all over the place. It's kind of hard to review this game. I do think it's a very fun game, but I do think there's a lot of things that are way overpriced. And I think for the average player would simply take too long to reasonably obtain. Especially these weapons. I do think these weapons are a little overpriced. Some of them I feel like are worth it, but some of them I feel like are way overpriced and just not that effective. I think he's got all of them except that one. I'm not sure. Let me see. See what level this dude is. Or, like, not what level. I'm saying he's playing the other game. He may have it. I don't know. Gabriel. So, I can't tell. He's in the wall. I can't. Let me put some question marks. Let's see what he says. I'll be right back. But definitely worth playing. I would definitely recommend it. Like I said, there could be, so see, that's the care package I was talking about. That is real. Of course, there's like 10 billion zombies, but let's ignore that. But the care package is definitely pretty cool. It like drops in and everything. Of course, I was gonna like see if it would actually open it, but I guess I gotta go get weapons because it's just gonna bombard me. But yeah, anyway, let me heal this up. Very satisfying to do this. It's pretty cool how he was able to do that. Well, he just spawned another one in. Well, even if I'd had the suit on it, then it wouldn't have really helped me too much. That's why I think that's a little bit overpriced. But definitely a fun game. I would definitely recommend playing it. I do think he needs to tone back some of the prices and stuff. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for all the support on the toolbox video. That was pretty awesome. It got a lot of views pretty fast. But if you enjoyed the video, found it helpful, consider giving me a sub or a like or anything. Really appreciate it. Got him. Oh, no. Come on. I think I got him all. Nope. Yeah, I didn't get him. I was close though. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one. Bye.